How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Demonic mind games narcissists use to control you. That's the title of this video. Narcissistic individuals often employ a range of manipulative tactics to control those around them. These tactics sometimes are referred to as the demonic mind games, and they're designed to undermine the target's self-esteem, perception of reality, and emotional stability. Understanding these tactics is crucial for anyone dealing with a narcissist. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a common manipulative tactic where the narcissist makes the victim doubt their own perceptions and memories. By denying or distorting reality, the narcissist causes the victim to question their sanity, making them more dependent on the narcissist for a sense of reality. Then there's love bombing. In the initial stages of a relationship, narcissists often engage in love bombing, showering the victim with excessive affection and attention. This tactic creates a strong emotional bond and makes the victim more susceptible to future manipulation and control. Then there's devaluation. Once the initial idealization phase is over, the narcissist may engage in devaluation. This involves systematically criticizing, belittling, or undermining the victim's self-worth. The goal is to weaken the victim's confidence and make them more reliant on the narcissist for validation. Then there's projection. Projection involves attributing their own negative traits or behaviors to others. Narcissists might accuse their victims of being selfish, manipulative, or deceitful, even though these traits are actually characteristic of the narcissist. This tactic deflects blame and causes confusion in the victim. Then there's triangulation, which is a strategy where the narcissist involves a third party to create jealousy, competition, or conflict. By pitting people against each other, the narcissist maintains control and manipulates relationships to their advantage. Then there's silent treatment. Silent treatment is a form of emotional manipulation where the narcissist ignores or refuses to communicate with the victim. This tactic is used to punish and control, making the victim feel anxious and desperate for the narcissist's approval. Narcissists often use guilt tripping to manipulate others into meeting their needs or desires. They may exaggerate or fabricate stories to make the victim feel responsible for the narcissist's unhappiness or failures, compelling them to comply with unreasonable demands. Feigning victimhood is a tactic where the narcissist presents themselves as the victim of circumstances or the victim of the target's actions. This manipulation garners sympathy and shifts focus away from the narcissist's behavior, thereby avoiding accountability. Hoovering is when a narcissist attempts to re-engage with a former target after a period of separation. This tactic often involves a combination of charm, promises of change, or emotional manipulation to pull the victim back into the toxic dynamic. Narcissists create cognitive dissonance by presenting conflicting information or behaviors, which causes confusion and distress in the victim. This tactic destabilizes the victim's sense of reality and makes them more vulnerable to the narcissist's control. Denial of reality involves the narcissist refusing to acknowledge facts or truths, even when presented with evidence. This tactic undermines the victim's ability to trust their own experiences and perceptions, thereby increasing the narcissist's influence. Emotional blackmail involves using threats or coercion to manipulate the victim into compliance. The narcissist may use emotional threats, such as claiming they will harm themselves or others, to pressure the victim into meeting their demands. Narcissists may create chaos and confusion in their victim's life to maintain control. By constantly shifting the dynamics and creating instability, the narcissist keeps the victim off balance and dependent on the narcissist for stability and clarity. Then there's minimization, which involves downplaying the impact of their own negative behavior or the victim's feelings. The narcissist might suggest that the victim is overreacting or being too sensitive, which invalidates the victim's emotions and experiences. Narcissists often manipulate how others perceive the victim by spreading lies, half-truths, or distorted versions of events. This tactic isolates the victim and undermines their support network, making them more dependent on the narcissist. Fear is a powerful tool for control. Narcissists may use threats, intimidation, or instill fear of consequences to ensure compliance. This fear keeps the victim under control and prevents them from challenging the narcissist's authority. Isolation involves cutting the victim off from their support system, such as friends and family. By isolating the victim, the narcissist reduces outside influences and makes the victim more reliant on them for emotional support and validation. False promises are used to manipulate the victim by creating false hope. The narcissist might promise to change their behavior or improve the relationship only to repeatedly break these promises, keeping the victim in a state of uncertainty and hope. Narcissists often exhibit inconsistent behavior, such as being loving one moment and cruel the next. This inconsistency creates confusion and insecurity in the victim, making them more likely to cling to the narcissist for reassurance and stability. Invalidation involves dismissing or belittling the victim's thoughts, feelings, or experiences. By invalidating the victim, the narcissist undermines their self-esteem and confidence, making them more dependent on the narcissist for validation and self-worth. Narcissists frequently engage in the blame game, where they shift responsibility for their own mistakes or failures onto the victim. This tactic not only deflects accountability, but also makes the victim feel guilty and responsible for the narcissist's issues. Conditional love is where affection and approval from the narcissist are given only when the victim meets certain conditions or performs to the narcissist's expectations. This creates a dynamic where the victim feels they must constantly prove their worth to receive love. Narcissists are adept at identifying and exploiting the vulnerabilities of their victims. By targeting areas of weakness such as insecurities or past traumas, the narcissist can manipulate and control the victim more effectively. In conclusion, recognizing and escaping manipulation. Recognizing these manipulative tactics is the first step towards escaping the control of a narcissist. It is important for victims to seek support, to set boundaries, and to focus on rebuilding their self-esteem and sense of reality. Understanding the nature of these manipulations empowers individuals to break free from the cycle of control and reclaim their autonomy. So, this content, this video, outlines different aspects of the manipulative strategies that are used by narcissists to exert control over others. So understanding these tactics can help individuals recognize and resist such manipulation in their own lives. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.